Hey guys, this is Tech Savvy with your host Kelin here with our segment on future tech. We got some great stuff for you guys here this week, and I'm excited to go over it with you. Let's dive right in. So the first thing here is, if you guys could see this, it's a couch. I'm sure you can't even realize what it is yet. It's called the couch bunker, and it's basically a safe. So, with all this talk about gun laws and, guns, this is actually, I don't know if you're into guns, but, if you got your AR-15s, your handguns, all these different things, you could actually store them all in this couch. And, it's sitting right there in your living room. But again, it's all locked up. And one of the coolest features of this thing is the couch cushions are actually bulletproof. So if you are actually in some kind of a firefight, you can just pull one of these, cushions off of the couch, hide behind it, and you're, completely safe. And no one can actually, get to you, behind these couch cushions. The cool thing is you actually even have three of them. So you have three cushions or bulletproof cushions that you could hide behind at any time. If you actually saw here, the table, the ottoman that was in front of the couch actually has a safe in it too. So guys, it's not available yet, but go check that thing out and keep it somewhere, keep it in mind, because that's going to be something really cool. This next thing, it's called the Mass Zero Portable Dryer. So again, this is another, invention that, piece of tech that's not available yet, unfortunately. But if you could see how small this dryer is, it can fit anywhere. You can take it anywhere, and it actually disinfects your clothes and saves you energy, because what it does, it actually dries your clothes at a lower temperature instead of those really high temperatures that your home dryer gets at. So it actually doesn't have to heat up as much. And like I just said right there, if you guys saw that, it dries your clothes in as little as 15 minutes, which is unheard of, guys. Most of the time, you're doing a load of laundry, it takes about 45 minutes to throw that in the dryer and get that going. So again, guys, it's this is a cool little dryer. It can go anywhere. Obviously, it's for much smaller loads than the average load, but guys, keep this on your radar, because this is something you're definitely going to want to look at if it does come out, especially if you're a college student in a dorm. This next one, it's called the Corsari coffee warmer. So the cool thing about this is that, we actually had last week, we had a cooler, so that you can actually put your cup on there and it'll keep it cold. This is the exact opposite. It actually keeps your coffee warm, or any beverage if you're drinking tea or whatever you're drinking. The cool thing is actually you can adjust the temperature, so it's not just one set temperature. And the cool thing is it actually heats up to 230 degrees Fahrenheit, which is really, really hot. It's not going to get your actual, coffee that hot, because, you have the cup and everything like that, but it will get your coffee, it'll keep it warm as it is when you make it. And it's got a great minimal design with the steel accents and stuff like that. So again, if you really like that modern, look with the, aluminum appliances and all that kind of stuff, this is going to fit right into your decor and just look amazing, as well as just keep your coffee warm. You're not going to have to throw it in the microwave later on or any of that kind of stuff, or maybe even throw some ice cubes in it to keep it cold. Okay, guys, now this is probably one of the things that I'm most excited about. It's called the Gibbs Bisky bike. Let's just amphibious bike, however, whatever you want to call it. So it actually can hit speeds of 80 miles per hour on land. And it can hit up to 37 miles per hour on water, which is pretty fast for something of this size, guys. If you've ever been on a Sea-Doo or something like that, 37 miles an hour is pretty fast. If you saw how quickly it just transformed from, land to water, it takes about 5 seconds only. And you could actually seat about 2 to 3 people on here. And this thing is just awesome. Again, another piece of tech that is not available yet, but I would definitely love to get one of these once they are available, because man, what else can you be looking for? You drive to the lake and then you just jump right on it, you know, with, you know, you don't have to have, you know, a trailer, you don't have to have, you know, anything, you don't have to dock it and put it in there. It's just bam, you go in, you go out. It's that quick, you know, so take a look and keep an eye out for that, the Gibbs Bisky amphibious bike. So this next one, if you're seeing what's going on the screen here, it's pretty cool. So, you know, maybe you're familiar with the Google Glass. Ironically, Google actually bought the company that's making these glasses, but again, they're called Focals AR glasses, and they are, you know, since Google's bought them, they do have Alexa support. And you know, if you do have prescription lenses and you're like, oh well, I have prescription glasses, so I wouldn't be able to get these, you can actually order them with prescription lenses, which is awesome. It actually does have a ring that comes with it that you know, wear on your hand, and it actually acts as a mouse, which is really awesome. Again, and because it does almost everything that your smart watch would do, just with glasses, and you can kind of see it right there. So this next one, if you're seeing it, it's actually called, you know, the Armor 9 smartphone. So, you know, yeah, this is actually, if you're watching this video right now, it's talking about the smartphone. The cool thing that makes this smartphone different than any other smartphone on the market is actually has a 64 megapixel camera that has thermal imaging. So this is the first of its kind, guys. There's no phone out there that has thermal imaging, but this one does, and it just separates it from anything else. One of the other things that separates it is it's almost got an indestructible case, so you can drop this thing from almost any height, and it's fully waterproof. Got Android 10.0, as well as all the features that you've learned to know and love about your smartphones. This next one here, if you're checking this video out, is, you know, you're seeing this. What is this? This is called the Mary Greenhouse. So this one is actually available right now. It's basically a greenhouse for your plants. So the cool thing about this is it basically automates everything. So from watering to a nutrient dispensing system, it does everything. And the cool thing is it actually has an app that, you know, just like everything else these days with the technology, an app that controls everything. So you could kind of just go on your app anytime, anywhere, and see and even start any processes that you feel need to happen, which is awesome. So, you know, you're going to be able to keep an eye out on your plants. And this thing, it does come in, it's a little steep at $13.99, but again, if you grow plants, you might love this thing. So check that out. It's the Mary Greenhouse. And this next one, you know, I don't know if you know somebody, but I know a couple people that have actually, you know, gotten into accidents falling asleep at the wheel. This thing is called Stop Sleep, and it basically is an invention, piece of tech to help people, you know, stay awake while they're driving. And, you know, there's a whole industry behind driving, from, you know, truck drivers to now, you know, delivery drivers, you know, from Grubhub and all that kind of stuff, to even just, you know, drivers for Uber and all this kind of stuff. And, you know, they drive long hours. They're behind the wheel, you know, potentially all day. And, you know, we just want to make things as easy for these people as possible, and we don't want them to get into accidents, especially if you're a passenger. So, you know, this is a really cool thing because it actually vibrates and gives alerts if you are on the road. And, you know, it's just going to make sure that you're driving safe and that you're not, you know, falling asleep at the wheel or, you know, dozing off. And again, it's not going to wait till you're sleeping to give you an alert. You know, if it even sees that you're kind of dozing off, it's got the facial recognition kind of thing. So, and it's right there on your finger. As you could, you know, as you saw in the video, it's kind of like a ring that you wear on your fingers, and it just, you know, kind of keeps you awake. It'll be interesting to see if something like this becomes more mainstream, and you know, if the industry behind driving actually starts, you know, using this technology. But again, I think this is something that we need, something like this, because there are thousands of accidents every single year due to people falling asleep at the wheel, and that's something that hopefully in the future, that's not something that we have to worry about, and obviously once we get to the place where we have, cars that drive for us, we won't have to worry about stuff like that. But until then, I think something like this is definitely going to be something that we need in our society, because again, we get tired. We work all day, and then we jump behind the wheel of a car, and essentially we're jumping behind the wheel of a 1-ton weapon, which can do a lot of damage. So again, guys, check out Stop Sleep. Again, that's another one I don't think I mentioned, but it's not available yet. Hopefully that will be available here soon. Again, future tech, guys, we don't know when it's going to be available, but hopefully it'll be soon, and hopefully it actually ever even comes to tuition, because a lot of these are just prototypes, and unless they get the funding from people like you that could fall in love with some of this stuff that you guys are hearing about, it might never make it to market. So again, if you guys liked any of the stuff that I mentioned right now, and you want any more information, give us a call. We'd love to talk with you about anything that we spoke about here today. And again, this episode is brought to you by 400 Marketing. They got you with everything, from websites to applications to all your branding needs, any kind of graphic design, logos, all that great stuff, videos, photography, whatever you guys need. 400 Marketing's got you guys. And if you guys are a business owner, they are actually offering free consultations right now. So just jump on a call. It can't hurt. 15-20 minutes, and you'll be able to find out maybe some weaknesses, some strengths that you might even have, and so see how you could utilize the marketing and that's available to you to get some more customers, and to just make your business look as good as your service. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, give us a call. Again, my name is Kelin Ballion. You can catch me on all the social media sites, so Facebook, Instagram, at Kelin Ballion. I will see you guys next week. Keep an eye out for the other 2 segments, this week's tech news, as well as technology you can get right now for about $50 online. Those will be airing this week as well, but you can catch all of these episodes every Friday. Around 3 o'clock is when the first one will air, and you guys can catch the other ones over the weekend as they periodically air. But you can always catch everything on YouTube as well as in our app. So if you haven't already downloaded the Togetherness Media app, you'll definitely want to check that out. You can get it on the Android and the Apple Store. So if you guys haven't checked out the app yet, it's a great resource to just stay up to date with all our latest episodes. We have over 20 different shows that you guys can check out, from health shows to tech shows to business shows. All this great content, guys. We're creating it for you, and hopefully you guys are loving it. But again, my name is Kelin Ballion. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'll see you next time. Bye.
News, Hollywood gossip, upcoming movies, top 10 music, hot news from Hollywood. We have a special report from special events, red carpets, fashion, parties from the heart of Hollywood in Hello Hollywood.
To sponsor this show or for advertising inquiries, call 310-738-7309.
Hello,
Hello Hollywood Productions. 310-738-7309.